Hi everyone, welcome to Digital Report channel. Without further ado, let's get started. According to the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, there were over 226,000 Indian students who went to study in Canada in 2022. This makes Indians the most significant group of international students in Canada. In addition, there were over 120,000 Indians who received permanent residency status in Canada in 2022. This means that a total of over 3.5 lakh Indians immigrated to Canada in 2022, either as students or permanent residents seeking to build their lives in the country. In the past, Canada was often admired for its stable economy, strong social safety net, and inclusive multiculturalism. It was renowned for providing its citizens with a high quality of life, excellent healthcare, and a robust education system. The nation's reputation as a peaceful and welcoming country attracted people from all around the world. But Canada has undergone significant changes in recent years, and some argue that the country is now broken. While this is a matter of opinion, there are certainly some valid reasons why Indians might be better off moving to the United States. Here are 4 of the most compelling reasons. Number 1. Job market. On an average, salaries in the USA are higher than in Canada. According to a 2022 study, the average annual salary in the USA is $57,000, while the average annual salary in Canada is $44,000. This means that you could potentially earn more money by working in the USA. Also, imagine getting paid with US dollars is 30% higher than getting paid in Canadian dollars because of the exchange rate. In general, the US dollars has a higher rate than the Canadian dollars. As of making this video, $1 US is worth 1.32 Canadian dollars. Think of all the investments you can do with that extra income. The United States is seen as a more entrepreneurial country and has larger economy than Canada, which means that there are more opportunities for people to start their own businesses or move up the corporate ladder. This is especially true in certain industries such as technology and finance. After higher taxes, weaker Canadian dollars, lots of talent competing for less companies, Canadian workers make roughly half of what their American counterparts make. Number 2. Housing. To illustrate the gravity of the real estate issue in Canada, consider this striking example. On the Canadian side of Niagara Falls, a mere few kilometers away from its American counterpart, a basic, tiny shack on the Canadian side demands an exorbitant price tag of over $500,000. Meanwhile, on the American side, for just $164,000, you can acquire a significantly more spacious and substantial home. This stark contrast in both price and quality of the homes separated by the border highlights the severity of the Canadian real estate market. One of the primary factors affecting housing prices is the balance between supply and demand. Canada has a strong immigration program which has brought in millions of new residents in recent years. This has increased demand for housing, especially in major cities like Toronto and Vancouver. The increase in population has led to a higher demand for housing, while the supply has not kept pace, resulting in rising prices. In addition, Canada has a cold climate, which means that the homes need to be built to withstand the cold weather. This will make housing more expensive to build and maintain. Number 3. Cost of living. Pretty much everything in Canada is way more expensive than the US. You must earn way more money here to have the same standard of living. Canada has lower wages, higher taxes, way higher cost of home ownership, and much higher cost of things like cable internet, cell phone, car insurance, groceries, and clothing. Basically, all daily living expenses. The surge in housing prices in many Canadian cities made it increasingly difficult for people to afford to buy homes. As a result, more individuals and families turned to the rental market, putting additional pressure on already limited rental housing stock. Canada's population has been growing steadily, particularly in major urban centers, leading to an increased demand for rental housing. However, the supply of rental properties has not kept pace with the growing demand, resulting in a shortage of available rental units. The rise of short-term rental platforms like Airbnb has taken some rental units off the long-term rental market, reducing available housing options for permanent residents. According to a recent report, the average cost of renting a one-bedroom apartment in Toronto has surged past a disturbing milestone, reaching an astonishing $2,500 per month. This significant increase represents a remarkable uptick of over 20% when compared to the previous year. Number 4. Weather. The weather can be a significant factor for Indians when deciding between the USA and Canada as their destination. The United States has a wide range of climates, from tropical in Florida and Hawaii to Arctic in Alaska and everything in between. Many southern states have a warm or hot climate, making them attractive to those who prefer warmer weather. Canada has 4 distinct seasons in most regions. With cold winters and warm summers, the climate becomes more severe the further north you go, with Arctic conditions in the Northern Territories. In general, the weather in the USA is warmer than in Canada. The average temperature in the USA is 11 degrees centigrade, while the average temperature in Canada is 5 degrees centigrade. This means the winters are generally milder in the USA and summers are generally hotter. Despite the mentioned disadvantages, Canada stands out for its commitment to the essential social benefits. Notably, its universal healthcare system stands out as a significant strength, providing comprehensive medical coverage to all residents. Additionally, Canada's dedication to providing affordable university education opens opportunities for students from various backgrounds to pursue higher learning without facing excessive financial hurdles. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you here at Digital Report channel. Please consider subscribing to our channel and liking it if you found this helpful.